So this is pathetic baseball in a nutshell. And I've learned what this Blue Jays team is. They're a team that'll give you a good stretch, make you feel positive about things, but then fall back down to earth right away because they're actually not a great baseball team. They'll be around the 500 mark, show you little spurts of greatness like sweeping the San Diego Padres at home and at one point winning a 14-0 game. But then the very next series against the Tampa Bay Rays, who always have this team's number, you get swept. And in fact, in the finale right now, it's the top of the 8th inning, it is 13-0 Rays. The most exciting part about this game is who's going to come out to pitch as a position player. I turned this game off at the beginning of the 5th inning. Once I saw it, 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. Saw a couple runs scored. I'm like, it's 4-0. Yeah, that's curtains. And I check an inning or two later, and it's like, it's like 9-0 now. Great. I'm glad I didn't watch this. I'm watching Oilers Stars instead right now. Because why not? It's pathetic. Chris Bassitt wasn't very good. Mason Fluharty, who's been great all season long, was complete and utter disaster. Didn't get anybody out. Allowed 3 hits and a walk and 4 earned runs. Paxton Schultz, boy, it didn't get much better for him. Who cares? In the end, the Jays, as we've said the last 2 days, get nothing going offensively. No runs on 3 hits. Want to know those 3 hits? Vladdy had a ringing double off the wall, which was a long single. Jonathan Clase had a soft line drive single, which eventually led to him getting picked off at first base. There's 2 of your hits right there. Other than the first inning where I thought the at-bats that the Blue Jays had were pretty good, it was pathetic baseball the rest of the way. I'm trying to find the other hit that they had because it didn't. God, it's few and far between. Oh, Ali Sanchez, right? The bloop single that was lost in the sunlight. That was the other single today. I think it was, what inning was it? The 3rd inning? Let me check that real quick. No, it was the 3rd or 4th. It was the 3rd inning. Right. Where Chris Bassitt in the bottom half of the 2nd inning had to throw like 20-odd pitches. It's 35 degrees out there in Florida, so it is hot. And he is probably exhausted after that 2nd inning. Didn't allow any runs, but had a long inning. What happens? Ali Sanchez grounds out, then Miles Straw and Bo Bichette both get out on first pitches. Have we not learned, like, hey, take a pitch. Your pitcher needs a bit of rest here. A bit of rest. It's just, I think it was 4 pitches in the inning. In that top of the 3rd. Now he goes out in the bottom of the 3rd, allows a single, gets the ground ball double play and a pop out. Fine. Top of the 4th wasn't very long either. Or sorry, that was bottom 3. Yeah. And then obviously the 5th inning is when things just completely fell off for Chris Bassitt. Allows a single, then another single, and then a double. They bring in Fluharty. Gets an RBI ground out, and then a single, a walk, a single, and it's a complete disaster. Here comes Paxton Schultz, gives up an RBI double. It's just bad. It's just bad baseball. You know, just like that, the Blue Jays have gotten swept, and everything you did in that Padres series, it feels like years ago that they swept that team, and they were game over 500. They broke that 500 curse. Now they're back to being 2 games under and basically unwatchable. And the Rays are 500. They've what now? Won 5 in a row. How many times have I talked about it going into these series, right? Where going into both series against the Tampa Bay Rays, where you have an opportunity to bury them a little bit here, right? You had a chance after sweeping the Mariners to have them come to Rogers Center. You win 2 of 3, and hey, you know, you've won 5 of your last 6. You're feeling pretty confident. You got a season series lead over the Rays. You lose that series. You sweep the Padres, and you're like, all right, we're back to being a game above 500. They've won a couple in a row as well, but it's okay. Go down to Florida and maybe win a couple games and win a series. No, you get completely swept and look outclassed in each and every game. The Jays have scored 2 runs in the series. 2 runs! How many hits do they have in game 1? Let me quickly check that before I wrap this thing up because I don't want to talk about it anymore. They had 4 hits in game 1, 6 yesterday, and as of right now in the bottom half of the 8th inning, they have 3 hits. Oh, and Michael Stefanik is pitching. And it doesn't get any easier for the Blue Jays. You want to know why? You go to Texas to take on the Rangers. Now, game 1 tomorrow. It's got Kevin Gausman coming off a great start. It's a 4:05 first pitch tomorrow afternoon. You got Gausman versus Jacob deGrom, who's been outstanding this year. Saw him actually pitch in Detroit about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And then you've got Bowden Francis versus Nate Eovaldi. Nate Eovaldi has an ERA of $1.60 this season. Yeah. 71 strikeouts to 9 walks, and Bowden Francis has given up 15 or 16 home runs this season. That's going to go great. And oh, guess what? Tyler Mahle, who's been, again, outstanding this year, a $1.80 ERA this season. Their offense must be pathetic. Holy crap. Yeah, it is really bad, because I'm looking at these starters, I'm like, yeah, very good, very good, very good. They're 3 games under 500. How is this possible? Well, they've lost 6 in a row. The Jays are about to get swept. Something's got to give. But guess who goes in the finale for the Blue Jays on Wednesday afternoon? It's Eric freaking Lauer. Like, you were lining up to have another disastrous series starting tomorrow night. But watch. You'll win 2 or 3 and be like, oh, look at the positive sides. I just feel like this team is going to be one of those teams where they'll give you a good stretch. You'll feel good. Maybe you think they're back. And then they'll come back down to reality in the series. Now, is that just because you faced the Tampa Bay Rays recently? It's possible, I guess, but that team's also not great. Like, I'm sorry, you look at that lineup, you look at that rotation. Do I look at that and say, oh, I'm so scared? No, you don't. But it's something about the Rays and the Blue Jays that is just, you can never do anything against them. It's just crazy. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up with that. You know, guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not the game, because who in their right mind enjoyed this game today other than, I guess, Rays fans, if they exist? Hit the like button to do appreciate that. The subscribe button, you guys not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on maybe something other than the game today. For the Toronto Blue Jays, Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below, so follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys. I'll be here tomorrow, Jays edition. Game 1 of the 3 games set against the Rangers. 4:05 first pitch. Kevin Gausman, Jacob deGrom is the matchup there. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I guess the game being over today, we'll talk to you guys then.